Hello, my name's Stan, and I'm here to run a very special game, one of my favorite games in the collection, called Devilition. Joining me on the couch are two equally enthusiastic Devilition experts. First of all, we have Ilovemooncat, aka P. Violet,
Hello.
and also we have the lovely Guri.
Hi there. Stan is right. I really like Devilition, one of my top 5 favorite games in the pack. And Stan is such a good friend of mine. I'm really excited to see him absolutely crush this run. If you've never seen a Devilition cherry before, you are in for a treat. Stan is going to blow you away.
That's right. If all goes well, this will end a very smooth run. So without further ado, time will start in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so what kind of game is Devilition? Basically, as you can see here, it is a grid-based puzzle game where you place down pieces or bombs to blow up the demons that spawn across the field. The catch is that at the end of each round, you can only defeat you can only blow up one bomb at the end of each round. So what you have to essentially do is to blow up one piece and create a chain reaction that will defeat all of those demons, or most of the demons, but yeah, as you can see, each piece has their designated explosion spots, and they will create a chain reaction that defeats demons. And if you have more or same villagers than you have demons, you proceed to the next round. And at the start of each round, more demons start spawning, and you repeat that for 10 rounds, and that's how the game works.
Yep, and Devilition also features a sort of loot or like hierarchical system where I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but every so often, once you place down a certain amount of pieces, you'll get a chance at having another higher tier piece, so to speak. The cannon right here is an example of one of them. Those pieces typically give you more 2-for-1 and up potential, so getting multiple pieces out of just one. They're very valuable compared to the common pieces that you normally get in your pool. You really like to see those a lot, but you don't always get them. Sometimes you'll be blessed by the RNG gods into getting multiple frogs or multiple pieces that you really don't want a lot of. But even then, those can sometimes be helpful.
Right, so one thing I have to mention is that if you defeat all the demons at the end of the round, it will reward you with an extra villager. So extra villagers means more safety, and basically getting more villagers it sounds like it's supposed to be beneficial for the run, but defeating all the demons in a single round is also a tricky business because, as you can see here, getting a single demon all the way to the corner of the map could cost you easily like 3 or 4 extra pieces. So you have to carefully balance out, as you can see, I got a villager, but was it actually worth it to get that extra villager? Because I might run out of pieces by the end of the later round, so we might have to look out for that.
I do want to point out Devilition's cherry condition. For the most part, in a speedrun setting, usually doesn't matter too much. The gold for Devilition is to just beat the game. The cherry is going to be beating the game with a score of 30,000 or more. Because you get a score bonus, I believe it's 1,000 points for each of the pieces and the time that you get at the end of the round. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong on that, but you usually don't have to worry too much about the cherry, thankfully. Like, you're usually going to get it if you're speedrunning the game. And we're coming up on to round 5 here. If you've never played Devilition, the purple demons here, you've probably seen Stan take care of these red demons multiple times. Those are obviously a one-hit kill. The purple guys, they take 2 hits to kill. You can leave them with like 1 HP left and just kill them on another round if you want to do that to sort of put your damage in installment plans. Later, we're also going to see another demon that is very similar to the purple demons that are a lot harder to deal with because they heal in between rounds.
I'm a big fan of this network of frogs Stan's created.
Oh, and as
okay.
you can see here, I intended to detonate the pack first, but I forgot in the middle of the round. So that's going to be a reset. I should mention that this is not an easy game by any means. Like, the playtime for this, for like casual players, could vary from anywhere to like 2 hours to 20 hours to like 200 hours. And that is not an exaggeration, because Devilition heavily relies on like checking your work and remembering every single detail about the pieces you put down. and it's very easy to get like overwhelmed by the pieces that you put down. So what a lot of new players do is to like take a screenshot and draw out in something like Microsoft Paint, like the route of your page to make sure that your route absolutely works. In a speedrun setting, however, we don't exactly have the the ability to do that. So what this becomes is a very almost like a gambling run, sort of like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I sure hope it will. So we're just gonna spend it.
Yeah, there's a lot of just sending it for this, right? Just hoping and praying.
Absolutely, and at that point, it is like most of Devilition's runtime is going to be you thinking about everything else. It's not going to be about the tech. It's not going to be about like placement. It is like the more you spend time thinking, it's going to cost you on the time. So, I mean, I am doing a pretty risky run, to be honest. If I'm being honest, so I made a pledge to like donate $25 each time a game over. So that's already. Let's just put this here, and so that's $25 in the can, and we don't want to see a game over. That's not what we're here for. So, right, and that seems good.
Nice.
Can I jump in with a quick donation?
Yeah,
sure.
We have $6.66 from Godless Gamer. Good luck. Been waiting for this.
Ooh,
me too.
That's a demonic number.
That's a demonic number. Yeah.
Right. So coming up here.
Yeah, it's a very juicy rocket spot.
Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Do one of these. That's gonna kill the villager. Oh yeah, you can't kill villagers in this, and sometimes it could be worth it to sack a villager to get like a bunch of grouped demons in one go. We're not going to be doing that, however, because it's already pretty risky to have like like having more villagers is a safety strat. I plan on getting at least like 4 villagers for a consistent route. As you can see, we are 2 villagers into round 4, which does not sound too good. So I might have to plan out some like perfect routes.
Yeah, the villagers are really, honestly, like one of my favorite parts about the game. It's one of the things that really attracted me to the game to begin with. It's such a genius system of risk reward because they're not just inherently stronger. As you can see, your villagers take up spots on the board, so you really have to make the decision as a player personally with your playstyle. Do you want to have more villagers, have more safety HP, or would you rather not have that because you'll get less maneuverability and chances to place pieces in more optimal spots? That trade-off that you have to do is one of my absolute favorite parts of the game. It makes playing the game feel just so cerebral, and it's just, I love it. The game design in Devilition is just so great. I could talk about it for hours. It's fantastic.
Right, so coming up here,
one off.
That's two's less than 3.
That is gonna be $50 in the can.
Okay, $50 in the can for my man Stan.
This is alright though. Most of Devilition runs end in failure. It's really all about just trying to get to the good ones.
This is more exciting anyway. Let's be honest here.
We're just eating our vegetables first, and then we can have our desserts.
Yeah.
With the cherry on top.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a very nice full clear, by the way. 16 seconds is really good.
Alright, let's see here. Shoot.
Okay, so one of the things Stan was talking about earlier that is kind of an integral part once you want to start speedrunning this game is that sort of hoping and praying sort of attitude towards the game. Because if you want to go fast, you do kind of have to have moments where you just commit and hope that you get the right piece. You'll probably experience that even if you're not speedrunning the game, just finding yourself going, oh my gosh, I really hope I get the cross piece right now, or else this chain is going to become a lot more complicated. And obviously doing that, you set yourself farther back. If you're using pieces to not get demons, you know, you want to lessen your potential for wasting pieces as much as you possibly can. And sometimes that's hard when you're hoping and praying.
Yeah, I'm opting for a safer strat here to rack up some villagers. Because running out of, so far I have not run out of pieces. All of those mistakes have been me soloing, like, out of greed, getting too fast. And that's kind of the deal with speedrunning Devilition, is that you never really get to plan out anything. It's like, I would like almost compare it to something like Balatro, where you like, you have a lot of jokers in your hand. You don't know exactly if it's gonna reach the piece total, but you might be certain, so you're just gonna send it. Like, who cares? All right, so another thing I want to talk about in here are the piece tiers that Guri mentioned earlier. So the pieces are divided into 3 tiers. The tier 1 is the highest. Those are the most powerful pieces. They're the bomb, which blows up a 3x3 space. The rocket, that is comprised of 2 pieces and can essentially send a bomb wherever you want on the map. And the final one is the cannon, which blows up everything horizontally. So the game uses a bomb back system that essentially guarantees at least 1 drop of a tier 1 piece every 6 pieces. So essentially what you want to do is to use those pieces as efficiently as possible. For example, early rounds aren't gonna like matter too much. I'm just gonna like plop them down on like loser spots, but that strat is gonna be like integral in later rounds, like round 8 or 9. If we even get there.
We should mention too, typically, this isn't a 100% rule, but typically you kind of want your villagers to ideally be on like the outskirts. Any villagers that are sort of in the middle and farther in are, you know, usually a little bit worse, just sort of by the way they take up space. When they're around the edges, you usually feel pretty good about that because they're a lot more out of the way. And you have a lot better chances of clearing the demons around. Fantastic full clear again for round 4. That's going to get him up to 5 villagers. We have a lot of safety HP now going forward.
Ooh, I don't like to look at those villager placements though.
Yeah, so as we're saying, right, that's kind of rough. You have 2 villagers right beneath them that, you know, if that villager wasn't there, you'd get a nice juicy cross piece. But you're seeing here with the villager placement, it makes things a little bit trickier than you'd like.
That's not good.
That worked out pretty well.
That was a good save.
All right, I also wanted to talk about some strats that players would deploy. So you have a set amount of pieces, but like a lot of players, especially the Toad we're seeing right here, he's just sitting on the board. Krogan, he's a fan favorite for a lot of it, but also the Toad blows up in like any space that's 2 spaces away from him, and a lot of players are like, they find it very hard to utilize that. So what they do is like place a bunch of, if a Toad spawns here, like they're going to like place it in the corner where it's not going to be affected by the explosions at all. But putting that piece on the corner, if you don't use it at all, is still a viable strat, because at the end of the game, there's going to be a count of the pieces that you didn't use, but they also count towards the point total. So it is a very useful strat. But personally, I don't think that is a very like. Oh,
we won over? Oh no, I really thought you had that. Dang, that was close. Okay.
Devastating right there.
That's progress though.
It's progress. All right, 5th time's the charm. Let's go.
Starting with the bomb, that feels good.
All right.
I feel like I do want to highlight that placing pieces like just to like block spots is actually the strategy used for high score runs, but it's a very complicated strategy, so I don't recommend it if you're just learning Devilition.
Yeah, I don't have the brain power for that strat, I won't lie. Just straight up.
Mind if I hop in with a couple quick donations?
Sure.
right, we've got $6 from Matt, who donated $2 for every Mortal 2 clear, of which there were 3. Thank you, Matt.
Nice.
And then we have $10 from Glunion. Thank you for the late night spookies. Devilition and Night Manor are 2 of my favorite games in the collection. Smiley face.
Devilition works too. It's making me feel elated.
Those both went toward the multicolor warp tank incentive. Be sure to put your donations in toward that incentive, y'all, because that is going to be very fun and very colorful if we meet it. We have to do it within the next 2 runs, so Devilition and Night Manor, get those donations in.
Yeah, you guys definitely want to donate for that. There's some really cute colors for the tanks. I like the orange one the most.
Yeah, orange is fun.
They're all in like fun shapes and stuff. It's just cool. It's very cute. Stan, do you mind if I talk about sort of the origins of Devilition a little bit?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, so Devilition, you might not be aware. Somebody might have touched on it earlier in the marathon, but it's one of the games that was originally made by, I believe, Derek Yu and John Perry. I don't know the exact year. I think it's 99, maybe 2000. But it's based on an old game called Diabolica, which is very similar to this, but it has a different grid size, different pieces, and different gameplay in general. You have to, for example, place all of the pieces in your pool in Diabolica before you can detonate anything, which makes it very, very different. Stan has described Devilition as sort of the greatest hits or definitive edition of Diabolica, and I think that's kind of a perfect way to put it. This game really takes a lot of the concepts in Diabolica and really just fleshes them out, tunes it perfectly, really optimizes the experience overall. I think they did a fantastic job with keeping such an old idea that's been around for 20 plus years and making the most of it. It really goes to show that you just don't want to throw out good ideas because you never know what's still going to be inside of them years and years later.
Very aptly put. Yeah, I would say, like, I have gone back and played Diabolica myself. It is a Windows PC freeware game. You could download it right now on your PC, and you can download it from Derek's website. It is still archived over there, but yeah, the playing experience for that is like the difference between Diabolica and Devilition is like almost night and day. I would say that one is a arcade high score chaser, and while this one has a more definitive ending. And having a very smaller screen size is like perfect for a game of this scale to like be absolutely like replayable over and over again and never get tired of it.
Yeah, I agree. The tile amount, I believe this is a 10 by 8. I forget if Diabolica is a 12 by 12. It's quite a large size, and one of the devs might be able to chime in and chat, but some early screenshots and videos of UFO 50 also show Devilition starting with a much larger board state. I'm really glad that they reduced it, because again, I think it's just another step towards really streamlining the experience and just making the gameplay as clean and I don't want to say simplistic, but again, streamlined as possible.
Right,
We have a couple more donations if we had a moment.
Sure, absolutely.
We've got $26 from Canvas, who says John wins, followed by Crazy Devilitions.
Thank you,
Thank you for that, Kansas. I just called you Kansas.
Oh, we got another one to thank now.
You like Kansas?
If I made it this far without a flub like that, I can be happy. We also have $5 from Val1407, who says, I already donated for you, Stan, but I'm giving you more to show you my support. Fully cheering you on. You got this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Val,
Val.
a very dear friend and moderator in the community. He's very supportive of everything, and thanks for the donation. Alright, this should be good to go. Oh my
Oh
god.
no, you're close. You're so close. Oh no. It was just that one
Alright.
hiccup with the demon guy.
Right. We have been 6 game overs. We're not backing out of this. Alright.
Yeah, well, you're committed to the bit, and hey, once
Right.
again though, that's another round more than the
Emphasis
last. So.
on playing slowly will be my top priority now. We cannot risk it anymore at this point. Alright. Hold on.
I love it when you put two straw men next to each other. It's like the Spider-Man meme, if you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, almost. The thing about Devilition that's very interesting, I also want to talk about, is the synergy between pieces. Is because like each piece has like different abilities of like I would measure them as some metric of utility and power and also mobility. So like some pieces like the toad will like reach far across the map for you, while the others like the snakies won't. And some pieces like the strawman over here, well, the VTuber I created for this very run is like a very I would say it is like the most powerful piece in Devilition, if I had to say. So because of their ability to take out purple demons, because they are able to get they could easily like overlap 2 or more pieces on the same tile, and
Yeah, exactly. The strawmen have very high synergy with other pieces, as Stan was saying about them earlier. You can usually put them next to a purple demon. They synergize really well with them because you have both the cross piece and the snake that act as the second hit. It works well with cross pieces to get a better angle where, I'm sorry, the X pieces, so you can get a better angle where otherwise you might not be able to. I'm kind of with you. I don't know if I can confidently say it's like 100% the strongest, but it's definitely one of the best ones. Gives you so many interesting options for synergy with other pieces.
I mean, personally, I'm a big fan of the frog piece, because jumping over other pieces is a lot of fun, and you also can take care of purple demons well.
Yeah, I agree. I think of the frog as like the mover piece. Sometimes it can get you across the map. Other times it can get you like a nice 3-for-1 if you hit 3 demons at the same time, and while also moving yourself across the map with that 4th square.
Right, 5 villagers. Alright, at this point I feel like it's best not to go for any like perfect rounds. But an example of a synergy I mentioned earlier, like for here, like an X piece and a toad piece side by side diagonally will take out one of the purple demons at one shot. You just have to remember that to explode the X piece first. So I'm just gonna place a bomb here. And with the bomb of the toad. Alright. And move the toad with the X piece. That will hopefully line up. And you know, let's focus on the right side of the board. Oh.
Yeah, I guess I'll call attention to the fact that Stan noticed that none of his pieces were working on the left side, so he switched his attention to the right side. So that usually helps a lot when you're trying to get a different piece to refresh. Is just to kind of move around. Though it's easy to forget if you forget something, you have to go back and get it, or you'll just lose. So sometimes it backfires.
Okay, that looks clean to me. Beautiful, well done.
Can I just mention something? There are an unusual amount of games by Mossmouth and crew that involve orange frogs that explode.
That is very true. I never thought about that, but you're very right. And even when they're not exploding, they're usually still orange. Rakshasa, I'm thinking of you. Okay, that looks like another clear. All right, that's the halfway mark. That was a very good 5 rounds, even if you are quote unquote taking it slow. It's still quite fast. Sub 4 or 5 rounds is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, these
might not
villager
look like it-
placements are
yeah.
pretty rough for a cannon piece here. They're blocking all the main lines.
Ooh, I should may have gone for the top route here, but that should be okay. Alright. One over here. I'd say one over here. Oh, that goes up to villager. That's not good. This one. Right. What's in it?
Looking good to me.
Okay.
Ooh, 3 demons.
Great job again. So earlier on in the run, I was talking about one of the demons we were going to see later. They are starting to appear now. These, I don't know what to call them. I'm not sure if either you know like the official name for it. I don't, but
Elder Demon.
Elder Demon. Okay, that makes sense. I gotcha. So the Elder Demons, I always call them like Anubis Demons for some reason. I'm not sure why, but the Elder Demons are similar to the Purple Demons. So they have 2 HP, but they recover their HP in between rounds. So you get punished very hard for forgetting a piece. If you say put a straw man on it, don't connect another cross, and oops, it lived with 1 HP. It punishes you really hard. So even more than you already were, you really have to keep track of your mental the whole time, make notes of everything you're doing, because these purple pieces are real pain in the butt. I tend to avoid them personally, and I think most players prefer to take out the other pieces over the Elder Demons because of that fact. But if they're in a good spot, or a bad spot even, you have to deal with them sometimes, and they can be real tricky.
Oh, okay. 4 equals 4. That's still clear, but that was too close for comfort.
That's okay. That's the farthest so far. Let's go.
Alright, going into round 8, there are a lot of purple demons going around. And I might have to worry about the total piece count, because round 9 was like spawn up a lot of demons for me to worry about. So the best option here is just not to waste on too many perfect rounds and to focus on defeating what demons you can and just leave the ones that you cannot beat. And so I'm gonna place a rocket over here, and alright, that would take out both them. This one here, Toad for the mobility, Snaky. Sure, those clumps on the lower right are. I don't like that one. Oh, I was thinking the best approach would be to. Oh yes, all right. Having a cannon is a bit helpful, but I want to reach from a little bit far away distance, and hopefully leave those shooting behind. All right. Oh no. That will be 4 demons, I would expect.
Yeah, this one's a very tricky solve with that bottom right corner you can't get to.
I think we have, I might, alright. Didn't want to come to this, but, alright, the X piece is not, there's no tier 1 pieces, so I mean, I have to
think
just.
we're good here.
I think you're good too. Unless I missed something.
Top right, the top left. All right.
Oh, just there.
We're
Okay,
good here.
okay.
We're fine.
Yep, we're good. Okay.
It's coaching moment. Alright, we're ready for round 9, and this game is not going to go easy on us, so I'll need to focus very intently here. Oh, okay, so this one, this one, this one, and right, would that be enough pieces though?
Oh no, 3 snakes? That's
Three
not good.
snakes.
Oh, God.
We have to focus on dispatching demons that they're already there. All right, a plus piece. Say, I'm gonna cash in on this side. Another snake. Exactly what I wanted. All right, this
Okay,
rocket
rocket.
should be the keystone to our victory. It's up here, and would that be worth it though? Depends on what piece I get, but alright, I've out of pieces, so just have to track it again very carefully. This is the piece that I want to detonate. Don't want to mix this up.
Yeah, it looks like the right one.
Alright,
That looks like it to me.
Oh man.
Oh,
man.
no. One over. One over. Oh, that is a
Lightning
shame.
Strikes again.
Okay.
Right.
Progress again, though.
Progress again. Alright,
Yeah, that was unfortunate. If you got anything other than 4 snakes there, I think you would have been absolutely in the clear. But that's how it goes sometimes.
it is. Devilition sometimes does serve up spawns like that. Shout out to Boards of Hannah that has been chatting in the community for like almost a month straight about how Devilition is an evil game.
Well, thematically, you know, unquestionably true. I think I kind of agree, even though I love this game. It is kind of evil sometimes.
Oh, actually, I do want to point something out here. So yeah, Stan did get 2 female villagers to spawn, which only happens if you start a game from a loss. If you play the game from the title screen, you can't see this. So this is a neat little quirk.
I did not know that at all. Wow. That's fascinating, huh? I wonder if that's intentional or not.
Look at this.
Okay.
Look at this.
Looks clean.
And boom. Alright, while we're on the subject, I also wanted to talk about Devilition speedrunning scene because speedrunning this game is a very cerebral work. So not a lot of people actively go for it, but the ones who do love the game with a passion. So I was Mooncat, who was on the couch with us, but now he's currently on the 2nd place record. I'm holding the 3rd place, but the world record holder Ryan 4PM. Man, he is like on a completely different level. I have to say, shout out to Ryan 4PM because Violet's record and my PB is like 10 seconds, like 30 seconds apart from each other, and Ryan 4PM cuts that down to about a minute and a half. It's like a sub 6-minute run, like close to 5 minutes, and it is an absolute. The brain power required for that is like I can't even imagine like how he does it.
Oh yeah, Devilition has become like my 2nd most played game, and my PB is still a minute behind Ryan 4PM. Just absolutely insane.
I know, that's how
It is absolutely-
crazy it is. It's insane.
It is a very addicting game, so people who do run the game come back to it time to time again, just hiking for another record, as I'm doing here right now. Right, round 4 before losers. That's pretty good.
It is a really nice speed game, you know. You can just bang out a couple games when you're chilling and relaxing at home. Just why not boot up some Devilition, give it a try. It's obviously a very cerebral and thinky kind of game, but I think for me and a lot of other people, that puts you in a nice state of zen sometimes, and I do find this game very relaxing.
It is very interesting because some people say that Devilition is kind of a slow game, but the speed, essentially, speed of Devilition is controlled by the speed at which you play. So if you got the ability to basically knocked out those pieces and are super good at quick menuing, then Devilition might be the game for you.
I think it's one of my favorite speed games, along with a couple others in the collection, just because of its high ceiling, right? Like we were talking about, you and Ryan Ford being some of the top runners in the game, and I don't think it would be baseless to say you could even improve on those times still, right? With a good amount to grow. You really are as limited in your victories as your brain can handle.
Absolutely. Right. Right. One here. One here. Where the rock goes here. Toe.
Oh, I'm a big fan of that cannon line right there.
Yeah, it is a very
Making a lot
good
of use.
design. And I do want to reach that one down there, but I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. So it's gonna send it.
Yeah, you'll notice it's actually a super quick clear. We only had to see 4 detonations. It's another speedrun tech you can use to optimize your runs even beyond just placing the pieces faster.
Right. So if we go down to the like very nitty gritty, like very minimal optimizations, Power of Devilition, then it gets super messy very quick. For example, like I didn't mention the villagers being like a strategic option before, but also the spawning animation for the villagers also costs you a fair bit of time, which it could like damage your run by like 1 or 2 seconds, but also but getting villagers is also a very safe run. So the most optimal way to do a theoretically perfect run of Devilition would be to start with the starting 2 villagers and just stay with them for the whole round, which is an absolute nightmare. It sounds like an absolute nightmare, so...
You could
I don't
save
know.
a little bit more time on the menuing if you kill 1 villager on the first round and win every round with 1 = 1.
That is true. Absolutely. And the time bonus at the end of the round ensures that, like, as long as you go fast and... oh, okay. Sweet.
Great.
That's not bad.
Nice.
Yeah. As long as you go fast, the bonus points at the end of the round will be at least 10k, and the game will give you at least enough pieces to make up for the remaining cherry amount. So getting fast will get you to net to the cherry. It's just gotta be a matter of how well you could do it.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of the cherry condition in this game. I love that it like allows pretty much just 2 different playstyles where like if you play as fast as possible, you can get the cherry. But then also if you try to optimize for pieces, you'll end up with a similar score and also get the cherry. So it's a really, really good score condition, I think.
I agree. That's another one of the reasons why this game just constantly blows my mind with its game design decisions. It's just, oh, it's so good. Devilition is so peak.
Okay. Reaching that might be a problem, so I'm gonna put them here, and alright. That should be good.
I don't know if any of us have mentioned it yet. It's not super important, but it is notable that each round technically does have a different piece amount. The rounds in order of 15, 15, 10, 20, 15, 10, 20, 15, 15, and then 13 in the final round. I've always wondered if that 13 is a cute nod, like, kind of adjacent to demons being an unlucky number. I don't know how much truth there is to that. That's how I like to think of it as. But the pieces amount being 15 in rounds 8 and 9, you really start to feel it. Like, it hurts quite a bit. Thankfully, though, Stan this time is going into round 9 with a plethora of top-tier pieces. Lots of options here to choose from. This is looking really good.
Yeah, Stan didn't get a cannon or a rocket, which are definitely way better than bombs. But yeah,
Oh,
there's
there you go.
there, and he pretty much doesn't need it because the demons are all bunched up. So it's gonna be a pretty nice clear here.
I'm the toad, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna give it to me. So, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There you go. We got the right piece there.
All right, and the peace machine goes off, and one by one, the demons fall.
All right, that is round 9 done. thankfully the hard part of the run's over, so we're coming up on the boss. The boss has 10 HP, so we're gonna start counting.
Whoop.
All right. It's gonna be over real quick. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go.
Okay.
And that is gonna be time.
Boom.
Devilition.
Very well done. Very well done, Stan. Oh my goodness. That was awesome.
This is a very clean one right here. And yeah, easily cherry.
You'll see here the cherry requirement being 30k. What I was saying earlier, you usually don't have to worry about clearing it. If you get the game in a speedrun setting, you mostly know you're going to get the cherry condition. That was so well played, Stan. Well done, my man.
Thank you very much.
That must be making your head feel like really
Oh,
pressure.
dear.
Wait, what?
What's going on?
Oh no.
What? You, oh no, Stan! Stan, what happened? Are you there?
Not to worry.
R.I.P. Stan.
Don't worry, it grows back the next morning. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, you're
All
right.
right.
You're right.
All right, that should be the end of the run. All right, do you have anything to shout out for the commentator on the couch?
I just want to say thank you for having me on the couch. I really am happy because I'm very passionate about this game. I'm not nearly as good as you are, but I just want to thank anybody who worked on Devilition specifically. This really is such a standout game in the collection. It's just so fantastic. It brings me so much joy. Yeah, just again, thank you for Matt for putting on this whole event. And you just did such a good job, man. I'm really proud of you. That was such a good run.
How about you?
Oh, yeah, I can do one too. Shoutouts to the UFO 50 community Discord, really awesome place, and shoutouts to Goose too.
All right, and shoutouts to these two have been very helpful in practicing Devilition. They're all my whatever consultants, anything explosive related, and thank you to the devs for making the game. And a special shout out to the UFO 50 artist community in particular. They've made a lot of amazing projects for this event, and I hope you check them out. Right.
The end.